Well, folks, as I sit here recording this, it's about 20 minutes to midnight Central Time. And I suppose if I'm going to reflect on 2013 while it's still 2013, I'd better hop to. Um, it's one of those things when I think back on the year, it's one of those years when it hasn't been a bad year. But as hesitant as I am to call it bad, I'm also hesitant to call it good because really it's just been a strange year when I get right down to it. The thing of it is, probably the biggest event I'd probably also call a good one. Uh, Back in March, my dad had his hip replaced and he seems to be fairly well recovered from it now, which is well, I guess if you know my dad, you'll probably know that's really not a surprise, but he's, really put the work into it. Now he's, pretty much back to full health, which I'm actually quite happy for. But, other than that, it's just been kind of weird and not necessarily good or bad beyond that. Because it was one of those things where the first actually 3 months of the year or so seemed like they were actually above average warm. And then, come April, we had, probably that big ice storm. You saw me posting the iPhone video of, because we had like the inch and a half ice on everything and trees coming down and, messed up the uh, roads and the power lines and all of that, and certainly made everything interesting. And then, I guess there's, on the job front, I don't exactly know what's going on with all of that. Because really, if I'm going to say anything has been bad this last year, it's been pretty much just the last month here, really, that's hasn't been so hot, but that's because I'm not sure if it's because they've got this healthcare thing that they're saying that employers have to give like healthcare to employees that get more than 30 hours a week on average, or if it's something to do with minimum wage, or what exactly the deal is. But I've been kind of looking into seeing if there's some place I can pick up a couple more hours here and there. But if it's gonna stay kind of the way it has been, I'm just gonna have to actually start getting a little more serious about that because I really can't go for very long with the hours I've been getting, which. Fortunately, I'm not the spendiest guy ever anyway, but I still do need money for things. Um, so I know there's options out there for me. I'm just not sure what exactly are the ones that I want to go for. I just know I'm going to have to actually start, getting serious about it here soon because, things are not looking particularly good for me right now. But, I'm going to have to figure that out. But it's just been one of those years where the I don't really have anything good or bad particularly to say other than what I have. Uh, and I'm sure people might be expecting me to make New Year's resolutions right now, but, well, I kind of gave up on that when I was in high school, and I've never really looked back. So, I'm just gonna, stick with not making any more New Year's resolutions. Simply because the way I figured, why wait for, New Year's or, my birthday or Christmas or, whatever. If I'm going to start doing something, I just figure I may as well, just get my ass in gear and just start doing it instead of waiting for, some, specific milestone or date or something to come up and, get going on things. Cause, you may as well just do something if you're going to do it, and if not, well, because, especially the way I procrastinate about things, if I'm, always waiting for, some point in the future to, do all of these things, I'm just never going to get anything done. So, yeah, I know what issues I need to solve, and I'm going to, keep trying to work on getting them solved. Which, really, I think that's about all I've got to say about, that. And, like I said, it's just been one of those years that, the good thing has been, my dad just actually, getting, back, or is, now back in a place where he can actually do the things he likes again, which is good. But, and then my own career and job life is, well, it's kind of in a, well, I don't necessarily want to call it a bad place, but it's in kind of an unfortunate one right now. So I'm going to try to get on solving that as soon as I can. But otherwise, that's pretty much all I've got for the end of 2013. So anyway, I guess we'll see you in 2014, and hopefully it'll be a better year than this last one has been. So I will see you around, folks. Have a happy New Year, and hopefully 2014 will be better. Nighty night.